Now, I live in the Bay Area of California. I'm from Hayward, but I've been staying in San Leandro. You might not know what that is. Over by Oakland. 8 miles from like San Francisco. Just a little body of water separating us. Anyways. I just want to make it clear. This right here. I want to walk the street, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm sitting down and get up right now. But anyways, this would be ground zero. This would be definitely ground zero. This would be worse than Iraq. If it wasn't for one thing, this would be Iraq if it wasn't for one factor. You want to know what that factor is? Yeah? No. I'm not sure you really want to know. I'm going to tell you anyways. That factor is me. This right here would be ground zero if it wasn't for me. Because people within our jurisdiction has not held themselves accountable, and because it's somewhat none of other people's business, other people didn't hold them accountable. I'm not saying that they did I'm not saying that they did the right thing. I'm not saying what they did was the right thing, but it definitely probably wasn't wrong, considering it halfway isn't none of their business. But at the same time, the collateral damage it's caused. This would be ground zero. This would be like this would be just a war zone. I mean, it already kind of is a war zone, but they kind of keep it away from me, in which I noticed. They tried their best to make everything look quaint, livable, Sims-like. The good part of the neighborhood that you drive to every once in a while on Grand Theft Auto when you want to steal a better looking car. But my senses work. A lot better than they ever could imagine. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm extraordinary, but I notice that they keep the war from away from me. Now, me noticing this means that I'm probably the cause of most of this civilization, this part of civilization, safety. The only reason why they're not sending, like, the only reason why freaking the UK and China and Korea, you feel me, and all the other countries don't jump us like some North Days, but they not North Days, but they jump us like some. The only reason why they ain't jumping us is because of me. Because I have citizenships in most of the countries that some of our people betrayed. That's the only reason why they're not attacking right here. If I didn't have a citizenship in that country, we'd all be dead. They wouldn't give a fuck because, well, they'd consider everybody insurgent. I mean on their, you know what I mean? Especially considering that the only reason why they're not fucking with us because people within the armed forces, Secret Service, CIA, and FBI, which wasn't even supposed to know in the first fucking place, all the way down to fucking probation, which wasn't supposed to know in the first fucking place, because they fucked up, because they didn't do their jobs, because they left people within a stasis that completely conflicted their career, completely conflicted their job. Your job is to make sure thus personnel is safe. Period. You left them in an unsafe environment. You left them in an unsafe situation. And then after you do, and then after they react to the unsafe situation, appropriately react. You feel me? Someone might have called them a bitch. They might have punched them in the fucking face. And then because that, you want to sit there and take them in jail when you knew that they were gonna get harassed, ridiculed, you feel me, alienated, crucified. You feel me? In that environment, you knew that environment was unsafe, and so and because they reacted appropriately, as any of us probably would, you know, unto lesser extremes, that is. You want to sit there and make it seem like they did something wrong while you're over there counting counterfeit money. You feel me counting counterfeit money. You feel me you feel me hacking. You feel me our accounts. You feel me so on and so forth to in fucking underage prostitutes. You feel me? As you keep surveillance on those personnel, you feel me, when they did nothing but defend themselves or jaywalk or litter or trespass, you feel me? But you over here, but you over here plotting to slit throats for Passover. That's not on Passover. You know what I mean? Like, how could you point your fucking finger at that person when you know that you wrong? Like these bitch-made motherfucking snitches, you feel me? Half these motherfucking snitches, you feel me, that be telling, most of them got warrants. All right? Let's talk about that. Most of these motherfuckers that be telling, most of them that got warrants. Most of the motherfuckers that call be like, hey, yeah, he's selling something from the store. You feel me? Like, this, bitch, you got a bench warrant for not showing court. You feel me? For your progress report. You feel me? Type shit. Like, what the fuck you get off? Like, you feel me? But when the police roll up, you feel me? Both you and the person who snitched on you are both on four-way search. They search you, but they don't search them. You know what I mean? Both y'all got four-way search. You feel me? But the snitch on you. You feel me? But they check you, but don't check them. You feel me? Like, how you gonna call me? How you gonna tell me about the sleepy crust of my eye with the white around your motherfucking lips, bitch?